Research Aptitude Class 2. Today's topic is positivism. What is positivism? Positivism argues for the existence of a true and objective reality that can be studied by applying the methods and principles of natural science and scientific inquiry. It maintains that the object of study is independent of researchers, knowledge is discovered and verified through direct observations or measurements of phenomena. This is called positivism. Then, what is post-positivism? Post-positivism is considered a contemporary paradigm that developed as a result of the criticism of positivism. Like positivists, post-positivists also believe in the existence of a single reality. However, they acknowledge that reality can never be fully known and efforts to understand reality are limited owing to the human being's sensory and intellectual limitations. Those are all about positivism and post-positivism. Then comes to the next part, that is variable. A measurable characteristics that varies. It may change from group to group, person to person, or even within one person over time. Variable types. Types of variables are there. First one is dependent variable. These show the effect of introducing the independent variables. For example, if the independent variable is a new teaching procedure, then the dependent variable might be students' scores on a test. In other words, the variation in the dependent variable depends on the variation in the independent variable. Then the next part is independent variable. These are those that the researcher has control over this. Control may involve manipulating existing variables or introducing new variables. The researcher expects that the independent variable will have some effect on the dependent variables. Then the next part is intervening variable. What is intervening variable? They refers to the abstract processes that are not directly observable but that link the independent and dependent variables. For example, if the use of a particular teaching technique is the independent variable and mastery of the objectives is the dependent variable, then the language learning process used by the subject are the intervening variables. Then the next part is control variables. The variables that are not measured or manipulated in a particular study must be held constant, naturalized or balanced or eliminated. So, they will not have a biasing effect on the other variables. For example, if the teaching procedure is changed, we can try to make other factors constant, such as teaching aids used. There, the constant is teaching aids. Then, the next part is extraneous variables. This is the part of a variable. These are those factors in the research environment which may have an effect on the dependent variable but which are not controlled. They may damage a study's validity, making it impossible to know whether the effects were caused by the independent and moderator variables or some extraneous factor. If they cannot be controlled, extraneous variables must at least be taken into consideration when interpreting results. For example, if the teaching procedure is changed, room temperature can also affect the final outcome. Then we discussed about measuring variable. What is measuring variables? There are 4 scales of measurement. One is nominal scale. From the statistical point of view, it is the lowest measurement. Nominal scale is assigned to items that are divided into categories without having any order or structure. Then the next scale is ordinal scale. Next of the list is the ordinal scale. Ordinal scale is the ranking of responses for existence, ranking cyclists at the end of the rate at the position 1, 2 and 3. Then the next scale is interval scale. An interval scale is one where there is order and the difference between two values is meaningful. For example, measurement of temperature. Then the next scale is ratio scale. A ratio scale is at the top level of measurement. The factor which clearly defines a ratio scale is that it is a true 0 point. For example, the measurement of the weight. This is all about measuring variables. The measuring variables is a 4 type. One is nominal scale, second one ordinal scale, third one interval scale and the fourth one ratio scale. Then comes to the next part, that is research methods based on variables. Ex post facto research or causal comparative research. A research in which groups with qualities that already exist are compared on some dependent variable. For example, a researcher is interested in how weight influences self-esteem levels in adults. The difference between these and experimental research is that the independent variable has to be selected rather than manipulated. The style of this research has to be impersonal. Then the next part, correlational studies. We want to know what is correlational studies. A type of research often used in psychology as a preliminary way to gather information about a topic or in situations where performing an experiment is not possible. The correlational method involves looking at relationships between two or more variables. For example, a researcher is studying a correlation between cancer and marriage. In this study, there are two variables, cancer and marriage. Let us say marriage has a negative correlation with cancer. This means that people who are married are less likely to develop cancer. This is all about today's class. Thank you.